tapping experience. Woo, 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 woo. Yay. Jen, hi, nice to see you, sister. Love seeing your energy there. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Eve. Hi, Beauties. Oh my gosh. My greatest joy is to be in this community with each and every one of you. You light up my life. Gosh, you give me meaning. So thank you for coming. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being a leader in your own communities, for knowing that you are a powerful force of light, ready to create change, not only in your own life, but in the lives of those around you, your friends, your family, your clients, and that you are a transmission of goodness. And this is a sign by showing up today that you are saying yes to that mission. And as we continue to align and say yes to that mission, we become magnetic in terms of attracting more and more blessings, because when we are of service, there's so much that comes back to us. When we know that we can be that beacon of light, so much comes back to us, and that becomes a beautiful magnetism in our life to create more abundance, more wealth, more connection, more depth, more intimacy, this space of really choosing to be of service. And what better way to be of service than to take care of yourself first so that you can take care of others. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go through a live tapping experience. If you're just coming in, let us know where in the world you are coming in from. I know we have people all over the planet. This is our first 10 a.m. class. Normally we do them at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but we wanted to open it up to Europe. So I know some of you are coming in. Look, we've got Belgium, India, Norway. Awesome. So all of these new peeps from Europe can actually make it to these live classes now. So we do these free events twice a month, one at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and one at 6. So awesome. Sweden, UK, Florida, UK, Lake District, Florida. Beautiful. Lots of Lake Floridas here. Quebec, Ireland. So sweet to see you all. Thank you all for coming. So I know many of you are joining because you are ready to really magnify your healing gifts. And one of the things that I really love to teach when I'm teaching tapping, and you're going to have a whole experience, you're going to experience a session with me today. But one of the things I want to talk about, which you can take into your own personal practice or with clients that you may be working with, is the real importance of creating safety. Safety really is the number one thing that we need to bring into every healing container. And a lot of the time, as healers, as therapists, as coaches, as mentors or mystics, we may forget this very simple ingredient, yet it is such a powerful ingredient. When you can really support a safe container, the level of transformation that is possible is just skyrockets, because when you feel safe, you can really let go. When you don't feel safe, there's always a defense or a protection mechanism trying to keep you safe. But when you feel deeply safe inside, you can let go of the defenses, you can let go of the armor, and you can finally get in deep to create that clearing. So I created a little step-by-step document for you all. I'm going to do a screen share of it as well, and you can check it out. You will get a copy of this sent to your email tomorrow as well. But this will just help you if you are wanting to bring more safety into some of your sessions for yourself or anyone else. So these are basically the steps. Let me see if I can bring this down. The steps to creating safety while healing yourself and others. So we're going to go through this, and then we're going to dive into the tapping session itself. And we're going to do a tapping session based on this so that you get to see it embodied as well. So the first step when you're creating safety is permission. You really want to be sure to prepare yourself or your client to understand what the healing process is and what to expect in the session by explaining the process. The reason why we get permission and the reason why we explain what is about to happen is it prepares their subconscious mind to know that when that trigger is pressed, they've already given it permission. If they haven't given permission at the start of a session, And you might just think, oh, well, they showed up for a session, or I've chosen to do a session on myself, therefore it's permission. But actually asking the question and saying, do you give me permission to go deeper with you? Do you give me permission to support you in looking at some of your deeper wounds? By them actually saying, yes, I give you permission, it's going to open up their subconscious in a deeper way, and it's going to allow them to feel the safety to go into those deeper places. So always getting permission is step number one. Step number two is you want to have enough time. And this is what we're talking about when we're doing a really deep session with someone. I know many of you might already be coaches or mentors, and many of you also might be doing tapping as a profession as well. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have enough time for a deep session. A lot of the time you might do like a 20-minute tap, and you don't need a lot of deep work in that time. But if you're going to be guiding someone through, or guiding yourself, looking at trauma or looking at memories from early childhood, you're going to want to have a nice size window that you both agree upon, so that you know you can get deep into that and not feel pulled out into an unnecessary stress because you only had a short amount of time. If you only have a short amount of time to do a session with someone, I would definitely recommend not doing the deep trauma work and doing more of a topical healing of what's going on right now. But to really get underneath the patterns, to really clear out the pain, we need to do a lot of that early childhood work, because so much of the pain that got set in earlier on in our life is what's repeating in our life today. So providing enough time and space, usually I like to do about an hour or more if I'm going to do a deep dive. If I'm just going to do a topical session to support someone in a positive mindset or to help them like get motivated, then yes, you could do a 15 or a 20-minute session, and that would be great. But today we're talking about a deep healing. The next step is safety. So there are some lines that you can use when you're opening up a session. In tapping, we call it safety setup statements, and they'll support you and your client in feeling at ease in having a deep process. You're going to see these statements used in the session today. You can also use them if you have a coaching practice, or if you're sitting with a friend and they're having like a lot of fear come up, or anxiety or worry, or even anger. You can use these statements that I'm going to share with you and just have them tap on their chest and breathe through speaking these statements. So these are the statements. I am in a safe place to look at this now. It is safe to be with these uncomfortable emotions and thoughts. I am in a safe place to heal this issue. I am open to trusting this process. So you can repeat those at the start of a session. You can have them in the middle of a session. Sometimes you might be working with someone and you start to see them getting really anxious. You can come back to these as well, and they'll help clear out any instability that might pop up during a session as well. And then last but not least, we always want to do an integration, especially after a deep dive. Why? Because a lot of the time tapping can bring up a lot of intense emotional stuff. And a lot of the time when we have all of this intense emotion and we come out of a tapping session, there might still be some lingering feelings or thoughts in the field, which is why having someone pull out a journal, asking them to have answer some questions in a journal exercise, or just to lay in a shavasana and reflect on the wisdom that came through the session, will help them just do some final integration work. So these are basically the 4 steps that we're going to go through today, that we're going to do together. Once again, you'll get this PDF document sent to you so you can use it in your own way, whenever you want. And it's really great. You can practice it with friends and family, and it's a nice way to help people who are going through a lot of intensity to just calm their field as well. Beautiful. So for those who are new to tapping, hopefully you got to see some of my tapping basics, what we're going to tap on tonight, where we're going to tap, how we're going to breathe. It's basically going to be a call and response. If I ever say anything that doesn't feel resonant with you, please go ahead and change the word to match what you feel. If you don't know what you feel, just go ahead and give the word a try. It might bring something up that needs attention and love. And if you get triggered, it's totally cool, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to trigger ourselves so that we can bring love to it as well. The more love we bring to those fears and those triggers, the more those triggers melt away. So it's okay that we're drawing those triggers to the surface. I know a lot of traditional talk therapy or positive mindset coaching, law of attraction, things like that may not always recommend focusing on the negative, but that's because they're not practicing healing the subconscious. They're not healing the old memories. They're drilling in positivity on the top. But if you have some stuff underneath the surface that's really rooted into your being, that stuff is calling for love. And that is what we're working on in tapping. We're bringing love to it. We're bringing empathy to it. We're bringing healing to it by opening it up, saying, I give you permission to be there. You're really messy right now, and that's okay. And even if you are messy, I'm going to love you anyway. And that's what we're doing with the subconscious. So this is a little bit of a different technique than other techniques. It's a powerful method. In the middle of the session is going to be the most intense. You're going to be like, wow, I'm really triggered right now. But if you get really triggered, it's a gift in the middle. By the time we get to the end, I'm going to bring in all of this love, all of this empathy, all of this forgiveness, all of this compassion after we bring the trauma up. And so all of that is going to get bathed in so much love. When it does, it will melt away. We'll have more space inside of our consciousness to then place these beautiful seeds of love and beauty and integration and positivity and joy and all those positive things that we actually want in our life. Because we dug it out, we cleared out the stuff, now we can put in some new seeds that will grow those positive things that you want in your life. So that's what we're doing today. Let's take a moment to center into our practice. We're going to do a little meditation just to allow ourselves to tune into what we want to work on today. So I ask you to just turn off any distractions. So if you're on your computer, turn off your phone, close the door behind you. Maybe you might have a journal. There might be some things that come through in the session that you want to jot down. You might even have a box of tissues next to you, because sometimes there's some tears. Anything that you need to do right now to get into a comfortable place. Beautiful. Awesome. So as we enter this space together right now, as we ground into our own being, I want you just to close your eyes and imagine that you are in your own bowl, your own sphere of light right now. And this is your time, your sacred space. This is for you. This is your time to do whatever inner work you want to do for yourself today. And as you feel into this ball around you, recognize that this is your sacred space, that nothing can come in or come out that doesn't belong to you. And just feel into that alignment of your spine right now. Gently tuck in your chin and feel that full alignment that's connected to your own inner source. And then I want you to take a long, deep breath, relax the belly. Hold the breath for a moment. Exhale with a sigh. Hold the breath out. Inhale, hold the breath, fill your whole body up with oxygen. Hold the breath. Gently exhale with a sigh, hold the breath out. Feel that alignment of your spine with the breath held out. And now letting the breath return to normal. And I want you to tune in to your life right now and any area in your life where you haven't been feeling safe. And I want you to tune into this method that we're about to do. It's going to be a journey to bring safety to your fears, a journey to look at the unconscious places that are creating these ripples of fear or anxiety or lack of safety. And this is going to be a journey that's going to hold all of that in love. And we're going to soak every part of it in the arms of your deep, compassionate love. And tune into that right now within yourself and ask yourself, do you give yourself permission to go there today, to really look at it? And if you're your yes, then let's do it together. Let's stay on for the whole process together. And if you can write yes as a confirmation in the chat that you are ready to do this with me today. Today, we're going to be holding a space of about 60 minutes, which will be an expanded space of time because we'll be looking at memories, we'll be looking at feelings, emotions, thoughts. And this space is a space to expand our time together so that we can come back feeling more spacious in our being. And I want to start right now by just massaging underneath the collarbone here. And I want you to tune into that area in your life right now where you haven't been feeling safe. The area in your life that has been feeling threatening to you or has been scary or has been triggering you. I want you to tune into that area. This is the emotional well right here. And I want you to tune into all the things that have been happening around this particular area of your life that's making you feel unstable, scared, unbalanced, fearful, angry, reactive. And then I want you to say out loud what it is that's been making you feel unsafe. I've been feeling unsafe by, and tell me what that is. Tapping the center of the chest. I've been feeling unsafe by, tell me what that is. And what are some of the feelings and emotions that come up for you when you're feeling unsafe? It's been making me feel, tell me what it's been making you feel, and just say it out loud right now. It's been making me feel. We're going to go into these emotions together now. We're going to feel them more deeply. The way we heal it is we feel it. This lack of safety makes me feel what? Tell me the 3 most limiting emotions that come up for you. Tapping the front of the ribs. This lack of safety has been making me feel. Tell me what's been coming up for you. And what do you do as a response to that? How do you react when that happens? It makes me. What habits come out of you? Do you get defensive? Do you shrink and hide? Do you get numb? What do you do as a way to deal with that lack of safety inside? I start to, and just tell me what you start to do. I start to And that's really uncomfortable. Tapping the side of the ribs. I start to, tell me what you start to do. And that's really uncomfortable for me. And I start to think, what are some of the thoughts that come up inside your mind when this lack of safety is there for you? I start to think, what do you start thinking? That I might get hurt, that I might be betrayed, that I might fail, that I might be let down, that something bad might happen. What do you start thinking when that lack of safety comes up for you? I start thinking, tell me what that is. Tapping the side of the wrist. And that makes me feel really uncomfortable. Tapping the side of the thumb. Now I want you to tune into the most recent time when that was triggered for you. What was happening recently when you started to feel really unsafe? Were you with someone? Did something happen? What was happening? Tune into that and just say what was happening out loud. I was, and this was happening. And the worst part of that was what? What was the worst part of that situation? The worst part was and that made me feel what? What did that make you feel, that worst part? Tapping the next finger. And now as you tune into that as if it was happening right now, on a scale of 0 to 10, how intense has that lack of safety been feeling? How intense was that for you? How intense is that feeling of not being safe? 10 being it felt really unsafe. I've been feeling really unsafe here. And 0 being that you would feel completely safe. And then just go ahead and tell me in the chat area what the number is. 11. Wow. 10, 7, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10, 8, 8, 6, 10, 8, 18, 8, 7, 4, 10. Now, sometimes in a session, the number might go up in the middle and then come down a lot. So if it goes up, it just means that you've released some numbness and you're more in touch with the feeling. But most of you are pretty in touch with it right now because you're all pretty much above an 8. Tapping the next finger. I'm really ready to feel more safe because it's been really hard for me. And I want to feel more safe. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. I want to feel more safe. But I haven't been feeling safe. I have not been feeling safe. And it's been really affecting me. Tune into how much it's been affecting you. Tune into that number of intensity. Tune into how hard it's been on you. Let yourself feel the discomfort of it. Let it feel really uncomfortable. Be intimate with the discomfort right now. Lean into it. And then take a big, deep breath in. Release a big sigh. Tapping the little finger. I really want to clear this. I want to feel more safe inside. I want to feel more strong in my being. I want to feel connected to my power. I'm ready to really heal this. Tapping the side of the hands. I want you to tune in right now. Are you ready to look at this with me right now, to go deeper so that you can heal it from the roots? Give me a little thumbs up if you are. Okay, beautiful. So I want you to tune into this discomfort right now that's been in your field. Feel into the thoughts and the emotions, the way it makes your body feel. Let it be uncomfortable. Lean on the edge of the discomfort there. And I want you to tune into how uncomfortable that is and the thoughts that are coming along with it. And I want you to tune into the earliest memory that pops up of feeling and thinking a similar way. Whatever memory pops up for you right now of thinking and feeling a similar way about safety around this topic. What was happening earlier on in your life? And if you can't go all the way back to childhood, it could just be a year ago. That's okay. Or a day ago. But the earliest you can go back is going to be the easier to heal it. So find whatever your subconscious wants to bring right now, and let's look at that memory. Tapping the top of the head. This reminds me of what? What was happening in an earlier memory where you felt a similar way? This reminds me of, tapping the back of the head, all around the head. Tell me what it reminds you of right now. This reminds me of, tell me what it is again. And who was involved in that situation with you? Tell me who was involved. Tapping between the brows, and what was taking place in that memory with that person or people or that situation. I want you to describe it as if you're watching it on a movie right now. What was taking place in that movie for you? I was, and this was happening. How old were you in that memory? Tapping the temples. And you really sit with that memory as if you are in that memory right now. You're feeling what it felt like to be that earlier version of you right now. Zoom in as if you're the actor in that movie. You're feeling all those emotions right now. You're feeling that situation. You're looking through the eyes of that earlier version of you. You're feeling the discomfort that arose in that earlier moment, that earlier space in time. Tapping the cheeks. The worst part of this memory was what? Tell me what the worst part was for you. The worst part of this memory was, tell me what it was for you. That's when I started to doubt I was safe. That's when I started to believe what? What did you start to believe as a part of that earlier memory for yourself? I started to believe I wasn't safe. I started to believe my needs didn't matter. I started to believe what? What did you start to believe? Tell me it out loud right now. Speak it. Tapping underneath the nose, and I've been believing that ever since. I've been believing what? What have you been believing ever since? And it's been really hard on me. And what have you been doing in response ever since? Have you been defending? Have you been shrinking and hiding? Have you been numbing your feelings? Have you been doubting yourself and your potential? Or have you picked up some habits, some coping mechanisms, some avoidance tendencies, some escapism? What have you been doing as a result of it? I have been tapping underneath the lips. I have been. Tell me what you've been doing. And you can go ahead and write that in the chat area and then come back to tapping. I've been doubting myself. Tapping the center of the chest. I've been avoiding. I've been losing hope. I've been getting confused. I haven't been communicating my needs. I've been distrustful. I've been isolating myself. I've been destructive. I've been procrastinating. I haven't been happy. Ever since what happened? Tell me what that is. Ever since, tell me what that earlier memory was for you. And it's understandable I've been struggling here. It's understandable this has been really hard on me. It's possible I'm in a safe place to look at this now. It's possible it's safe to be with these uncomfortable emotions and thoughts. I am in a safe place to finally heal this issue. I'm open to trusting this process. So tune into that space right now that was really uncomfortable for you. Tune into that space where you started to lose hope. Tune into that space where you started to doubt whether your needs mattered. And just feel that right now. Feel that space and let it be uncomfortable. What I really needed in that situation was what? What did you need in that situation? Tell me out loud. I really needed, say it out loud, just out loud. Stay away from the chat and just stay in the session now with me and feel this. I really needed, what did you need in that situation? And let's be real with this, because possibly this is the first time you've ever actually said it out loud, what you needed and perhaps even what you deserved. I really needed, tell me out loud, speak it. I want to hear your voice with these words right now. I really needed. Tapping the front of the ribs. I really needed, tell me again what that is. But I didn't get it. And coming back to tapping, once again, just stay away from the chat area because I want you to feel this. This is the most important thing versus typing. So be with this right now. And thank you for sharing your thoughts because I will pull from them, but I want you to really feel it. It's the most important thing. I really needed, tell me what it is. Tapping the side of the ribs. I needed to feel held and safe. I needed to be understood. I needed to feel loved. I needed to love myself. Tapping the side of the wrist. I needed an apology. I needed to be heard and seen. I needed to know that God loved me. I really needed protection. I really needed, and tell me what yours is right now. I really needed, tell me what that is. I really needed what? Say it out loud. Tapping the side of the thumb, but I didn't get it. Tapping the next finger. I really needed, tell me what you needed. But I didn't get it. Instead, I got what? What did you get instead? Tapping the next finger. Instead, I got, tell me what that is. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. And I've been struggling ever since. Because I really needed, tell me what you needed. And I didn't get it. Tapping the little finger, and I've been trying to get it ever since. Tapping the side of the hand. I've been trying to get what ever since? What have you been trying to get? Protection, safety, love, forgiveness, care, support, acceptance, recognition, and apology. I've been trying to get, tell me what you've been trying to get ever since. I've been trying to get. I've been trying to get, tell me what it is. I've been really trying to get, tell me what that is. Tapping the top of the head, but I haven't been getting it. I've been really trying to get. But it's been so hard. Tapping between the brows, and I'm tired and exhausted. Tapping the temples. I really just want what? What do you want? Tell me what that is. I really just want. And I've waited long enough. It's possible I am worthy of. Tell me what you're worthy of. It's possible I am worthy of. Tell me what that is. Tapping the cheeks. And it's possible I've been worthy this whole time. It's possible I am worthy of. Tell me what you are worthy of. Tapping underneath the nose. And I'm done with struggling to get it. I'm done with feeling like I have to prove myself or defend myself. It's possible. I'm worthy of what? Tell me what you're worthy of. Tapping underneath the lips. And it's possible I've been worthy of it this whole time. I'm worthy of this kind of safety. I'm worthy of this kind of love, this kind of protection, this kind of support, encouragement, peace, protection. I am worthy of, and tell me what you are worthy of. Tapping the center of the chest, and I'm making up for lost time now. Because I'm worthy of it today. And I don't have to prove myself to get it. And I don't have to play any games. I am worthy of, tell me what you're worthy of. I am worthy of, tell me again. All right, really sing it out. I am worthy of. I want you to feel it in every vibrating cell of your being, that your spirit knows this as the ultimate truth. I am worthy of. Tell me what it is. Tapping the front of the ribs. And I can give that to myself today. And I am ready to receive it. Big, deep breath into whatever's coming up for you right now. Release a big sigh. Beautiful. You're doing amazing, my loves. Tapping the side of the ribs. I am ready to receive. What are you ready to receive? I am ready to receive. Tell me what that is. Tapping the side of the wrist. And I can have this today. I am ready to receive. Tell me what it is out loud. Speak it out loud. And I can have it today. Big, deep breath in. Release a big sigh. Beautiful. Tapping the side of the thumb. Are you guys ready to let that into your life today? Like today is the day. Give me a little thumbs up if you are, yeah? Okay, great. Awesome. Double thumbs up. Beautiful. So in order to really bring it in, we have to give it to the most painful part. Because as long as we hold on to the pain will be as long as we reject it from our system. The moment we are able to give that thing that we need to the pain is the moment the pain disappears. So I want you to tune right now into that earlier memory where it was the most painful part, where you started to feel lonely and scared and shut off and disrespected and unloved and uncared for and rejected and hurt, and all of that pain that came up that made you feel unsafe. I want you to tune into that most painful memory right now that was there. I want you to go into it like you're zooming in frame by frame into the most painful part. And now I want you to get intimate with that most painful part. I want you to feel what it feels like in your body. What's the texture of it? Is it heavy? Is it prickly? Is it oozing? Is it festering? Is it metallic? What does it feel like in your body when that pain hits? Let it be uncomfortable. Let your whole body feel it right now. Hold it in love as you're feeling that discomfort. Hold it in compassion as you're allowing that discomfort to be there. Take a big, deep breath in, release a big sigh. Beautiful, tapping the next finger. And as you're tuning into that most painful part right now, that part that really put you down, I want you to imagine yourself there, that earlier version of you, that littler version of you, in all of their pain. And I want you to imagine right now that in that movie, you open your eyes up a little wider and you look over into the corner of the frame and there's this figure standing there. And you look closer and it's your higher self. It's this beautiful, radiant, loving, compassionate higher self that's standing there witnessing everything that's happening with you in that moment. And they have so much love in their hearts. They understand what just happened. And they understand how much it hurt you. They understand how long you would carry that with you throughout your life, that one moment. And you feel their compassion right now. You feel their love. And you see them just walk over to you right now with all that presence in that moment, with all their love, all their care, all their sympathy, all their understanding. They know you so well. Next thing, and they come down and they just wrap their arms around you with all of their love right now. They bring you close to their chest. And they hold you in all of their love and all of their protection. And they bring this beautiful, safe, loving embrace around you in that experience. And then I want you to feel all of that protection, all of that safety, all of that love right there in that moment, holding you, loving you, creating safety for you. And then that little part of you that's been so scared and so hurt and so put down, I want you to take a deep breath into that safe hug. I want you to take a deep breath into that embrace right now. Taking a deep breath in and releasing with a big sigh. Beautiful. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. Feel into any fear that's been in your field right now and let that love hold that place within yourself. Take a big, deep breath into all of that compassion right now and then release a big sigh. Beautiful. Tapping the little finger. It is safe to receive this love. Tapping the side of the hand, it is safe to receive this level of compassion. I'm allowing myself to receive this compassion now. It is safe to receive this compassion. Just feel that compassion going a little bit deeper, pressing a little bit deeper into your field, holding you a little closer, and feel yourself take a deep breath. And then on the exhale, let go into being held by that love. Inhale. Beautiful. Tapping the top of the head. I'm receiving this love now. I'm receiving this safety. I'm receiving this care. I am receiving. And what did you need in that situation? Tell me what you're receiving from your higher self in that moment. I'm receiving. What is your higher self giving you? What are they doing for you in that moment? I am receiving. Say it out loud. I am receiving. Say it out loud again. Take another big, deep breath in. Release a big sigh. Ah, beautiful. You're doing so good. Tapping between the brows. I give myself permission to receive. Tell me what it is that you're receiving from your higher self. Tapping the temples. I give myself permission to receive. Tell me again. Tapping the cheeks. I've got this. I can receive this now. Take another deep breath in, release a big sigh. Beautiful, tapping underneath the nose. And then your higher self in that space right there with you. Right there in that safe space. Perhaps they've taken you to another room. Perhaps they've lifted you up on their shoulders. Perhaps they're hugging you close. Whatever they're doing with you in that moment, they now get down onto your level. And they have something they want to share with you in this moment, a message. Tapping underneath the lips. And I want you to tell me out loud what that message is. I'm receiving the message. Tell me what the message is. What does your higher self want to say? Tapping the center of the chest. My higher self is telling me what? What are they telling you? My higher self is telling me and you can go ahead and write that into the chat area and then come back to tapping. My higher self is telling me to take care of myself. I'm safe now. I am worthy. It's not my fault. I'm okay now. You're amazing. I'm beautiful just the way I am. And say these out loud with me. You are understood. I'm worthy of love. I've got this. Just let go of what doesn't serve you. I'm loved and safe. Let go and be free. My higher self is telling me, and you tell me right now what your message is from your higher self. My higher self is telling me, come back to tapping now. My higher self is telling me, my higher self is telling me, say it out loud. My higher self is telling me. And again, my higher self is telling me. Beautiful. Take a big, deep breath in. Release a big sigh. I want to hear you really sound the R into the center of your chest. So the vibration of the sound comes into the center of your chest on this exhale. Inhale. And then through the chest. Ah. Beautiful. Tapping the front of the ribs. I love and deeply accept myself. Tapping the side of the ribs. And I can allow this message in now. I'm letting this message in now. This message can transform my life now. This message can transform my life now. The side of the wrist. This message can transform my life now. Tapping the side of the thumb. I'm allowing this message from my higher self to transform my life now. Tapping the next finger. I've got this. I'm allowing this in. I can do this. Take a big, deep breath in. Release a big sigh. Beautiful. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. So I want you to tell me out loud what would be happening in your life today if you allowed this message to permeate every part of your reality. If you allowed this message from your higher self to touch every part of your life. If you allowed this one message to guide your next step forward, what would be happening in your life? And how would that feel if you really allowed it to guide you? Tapping the side of the next finger. I would be, tell me what you would be doing if you allowed it to really guide your life. I would be, and that would feel really, what would that feel like if you got to do that? That would feel really, tell me what that would feel like in your life if you allowed it in. And I'm ready to let it in. I'm ready to let this in now. I am ready to let this in. I am ready to make a quantum leap forward. I'm ready to step into something totally new and beautiful. I'm ready to create a whole new reality. I'm ready to let this message in. And so much more. Big, deep breath in, release a big sigh. Take another big, deep breath in, release a big sigh. Tapping the top of the head. I want you to tell me out loud what would be happening in your life if this was no longer an issue. What would you be doing? What would you be creating? Who would you be becoming? I want you to describe a day in your life when this is completely resolved, when you are moving forward on your path, on your destiny, with all of your power, with all of your trust, with all of your inner confidence of who you truly are, what you're truly worthy of, what you're truly capable of. I want you to describe it right now. I would be, and this is what I would be doing. I want you just to go on around all of those visions, all of those dreams, all of those things that you know, that your higher self knows you are destined for. I would be, tapping between the brows, Tapping the temples. And what else would you be doing? And who else with? And how would you be creating it? What kind of energy would you be bringing to it? I would be tapping the cheeks. And how would that feel for you? To really allow yourself to step powerfully into knowing that this is your destiny. And you get to do that, and you get to have fun doing it, and it gets to be playful, and you get to enjoy it because it's your dharma. It's why you're on the planet. It's what you came here to do. It's so natural. It's as close as your breath. It's who you truly are. I would be, tell me what you would be doing. Tapping underneath the nose, I would be. Tapping underneath the lips, I would be. What else? Say it out loud. I want to hear it. I want to hear the conviction in it. I want to hear the power in it. I want to hear you bring it out into creation right now. I would be what? Feel it in the belly. Feel it in your chest. Feel it in your whole body, like every cell is waking up. Like, yes, this is who I get to be. This is what I get to do, and I'm creating it right now. I get to. Oh, and how exciting does it get to be? And how much fun do you get to have doing it? Feel the excitement of this new chapter, this new way, this new life that is being created through you. The way that you always knew deep inside was your destiny. Tapping the center of the chest. I'm creating. Tell me what you're creating out loud. Beautiful. Yes. Yes, I'm feeling it with all of you right now. Woo! Yes! Tapping the front of the ribs. This can be really fun. Tapping the side of the ribs. I get to have fun doing what? What do you get to have fun doing? Tell me. Tapping the side of the wrist here. And what are the top 3 positive emotions you get to feel when you're living that dream? It makes me feel. What does it make you feel? Say them out loud. Tapping the side of the thumb. It lifts up my spirit when I get to what? Tell me what that is. Tapping the next finger. I get to have fun when I do what? And then tell me the 3 positive emotions you get to feel as you're making this, as you're living this, as you're expressing this, as you're doing this. It makes me feel. Top 3 positive emotions. And then go ahead and write them in the chat for me, and then come back to tapping. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. It makes me feel lit up, free, inspired. You can say these words with us all together. Passionate and purposeful, connected, happy. Tapping the little finger. Alive, enlightened, spontaneous, confident, respectful, happy, secure and safe, adventurous, powerful and sexy. Woo! Bigger than my body and free. Joy, love. So relieved. Take a big deep breath, release a big sigh. Take another big deep breath, release a big sigh, tapping the side of the hand. I've got this. Tapping the top of the head. I'm ready to do this. And this can be more enjoyable than I could ever imagine. Beautiful. Take another big deep breath, release a big sigh. Now I want you to tap all over your body, and I want you to say 10 affirmations out loud about what you get to create in your life right now. 10 affirmations. And I want you to also say how good it feels. Like, it feels amazing when I'm creating, or I'm worthy of creating or doing this, or it's time and I love myself. Whatever 10 affirmations you want to say right now, all over your body. And as you tap every area of your body, imagine yourself sending that message into every vibrating cell of your body that you're touching, because every cell is getting that message right now with you. Keep saying it. We want to hear 10 of them. Big, deep breath. Keep going. Oh, yeah, I like it. What else? Woo! Good, 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 good. Nice. Yes. And what else is there? Yes, yes, yes. So many. And then I want you to say all the positive emotions out loud that you get to experience when that happens. Just go on a rant. It's making me feel confident. It's making me feel loved. It's making me feel joy. It's making me feel free and alive and on purpose and connected to my truth and my inspiration and my inner alignment, my integrity with my soul. Whatever it is that is coming through, just go on a rampage with positivity right now. It makes me feel. Keep going. I want to hear it all. Just go for it. It's making me feel beautiful. Yes. Okay, 30 more seconds on a rampage of goodness. It's making me feel. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Beautiful. Now take a big, deep breath in. Release a big sigh. Hold the breath for a moment. Exhale with a sigh. Take another big deep breath into any final holding that's there right now, any final grasping, any final attachment. Breathe into that space right there. You know where it is. Inhale, hold the breath in that space. Hold it in there. Hold all your compassion in that space. And then let go with a big sigh. Now I want you to tap all over your body. We're going to do a little exercise right now. It's called a laughter tap. It's just 2 minutes of laughing for no reason. Now, when we do that, we're generating the happy chemicals in our brain that produce all of that serotonin, all of that happy stuff. Even if you're not laughing on purpose, if you're even just doing the syllables, ho, ho, ha, 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 he, you'll start producing them. Now, I'm going to give you all permission to turn on your audio so that we can laugh together. If you're having trouble laughing, you can look at me or someone else and laugh at everyone else, because we're going to look ridiculous. And if you really can't laugh, just be soaked by the laughter field of everyone else. We're going to do it for 2 minutes, and then we're going to hold a meditation at the end, okay? So I'm going to just unmute everyone, and then you can unmute yourself. Okay, feel free to unmute yourself as you wish.
Oh, good.
Take a big deep breath in, bring your arms up wide, create a ball around your field. Inhale. Fill up that whole field with prana. Don't let that air out. Take another little sip in. Hold that energy, bring the energy up to the crown, all the energy coming up into the crown right now. Hold that breath and hold the field around you. Exhale, bring your hands around the ball and come into prayer for a moment. Hold the breath out. Inhale, bring the prayer up around the ball again. Hold that energy up at the crown. Hold that energy right there. You got it. And instead of coming around the ball this time, we're going to bring our hands down the center as if we're pushing the light down into our body on the exhale. Bring it down. Bringing it down through that central column. All of that light from the universe coming down into your system, down into every vibrating particle of your body, down through your torso, down into your system. Bring the energy down past the legs, down into the feet. Hold the soles of the feet for a moment. Hold the breath out. Inhale, slowly bringing the energy up through the legs. Inhale, bring the energy up with your hands. Push it up to the sky. Inhale. Push all the energy up. Feel the energy going up through the crown, out into the universe. Hold the energy. Hold the breath up there. Hold the energy all the way up through the crown. And on the exhale, we're going to create that ball again around the aura, blowing out through the mouth. Create an energy around a ball in the aura, bringing back into prayer on the exhale. Holding the light here in this prayer in the center of your chest. Letting your energy return to a natural rhythm with the breath. And we're just going to create a triangle between the thumbs and the index finger. Close your eyes here. And just imagine all this love coming out of your chest into the ball of energy around your whole field. Feeling that ball getting filled up with light right now from your heart. Inhale, bring your hands back to prayer. Hold the breath. Feeling all the blessings coming into your life right now from the infinite space of light and love. Exhale slowly. And with your eyes closed, going to do a gentle integration right now. Feeling this space. Feeling yourself being held and supported by the universe. Feel the intelligence of the universe guiding your life. Feeling how that intelligence has guided your life to this very moment. And just feel gratitude for your whole life right now. That life is blessing you in every moment, guiding you, protecting you, keeping you safe, helping you grow, helping you learn, helping you evolve, gain wisdom, develop as a being, as a soul. That you are doing amazingly. Taking one more deep breath in. Exhale slowly. And from this space, if you can write in the chat, if the universe had a message for you right now, what is the message from the universe? Go ahead and pop that in the chat. And then along with that, you can also tell me what was the intensity level at the start of the session and what is it now? So if it was a 10 at the start, what did it come down to? I'm ready, you're worthy of abundance, guided. 3, 8 to a 2, start living your purpose. Down to a 3, accept. 10 to a 3, 10 to a 1, down to a 2, 1, 10 to a 2, 6 to a 0, 10 to a 4, 8 to a 1, 9 to a 2. 7 to a 1, 8 to a 1, 2, 3, 8 to a 2. Beautiful. You all have done so amazingly. It's so beautiful to heal and transform ourselves in community like this. To be able to hold that space together and to go deep in community is such an amazing blessing. And you are all a part of creating that safe container today. So something that you can take away from this exercise after this session, take a couple of minutes just to write down anything that you discovered in the session or any new ways that you get to show up in your reality. The more you write it down, the more you speak about it, the more you share it with others, the more it becomes habitual, the more it becomes a part of that new wiring, that new way of expressing. And so you can start by writing it down. You can also start by sharing it. You could share it with a friend, what you discovered. You can also share it with us today and with this community that already loves you so much. And so we're going to invite perhaps 3 people to come up today to share in around a minute what you discovered, a minute or 2 about what you discovered in the session. What was a piece of wisdom that came through for you? What was a message from your higher self? What did a memory reveal itself to you? What came through for you? And as you share that with the group, it gives the group an opportunity to learn through your experience as well. And as coaches, I know a lot of the time, especially in the therapy world, we're told that we should keep our personal stories to ourselves. But if you are more on the cutting edge of the coaching industry, you will see that there are coaches out there who reveal their whole story, their story of transformation. And I believe and I practice that it is our stories of transformation that transform the world around us. It puts us on the same level as each other, and it takes away the pedestal, and it helps us see that we're all healing together. And what better way than to share our transformations? So raise your hand if you want to come up, and I will bring you up to share your story. Awesome. Moj, I'm going to bring you up, my love. Hi, honey.
Hello. Hi. Well, this was wonderful. Thank you for this gift. It was such a beautiful session.
Thank you so much for sharing it with us. Can you share something that came through in the experience, something that you discovered, a gem of wisdom that you want to share?
Yeah, so originally with my original situation, I felt unseen and unseen and not understood. And after the process of the tapping, I began to see myself, love myself, understand myself, and all the affirmations that came out was all the things that I've been wanting to do, and so it became like a um, festival of that. They all showed up for me that what I need to do is basically to kind of recognize that I'm loved, see that I'm loved, and just give that to myself. And from that space, I can generate and I can create and I can go forward or go up.
Wow.
And I yawned a lot. It was yawn fest for me. I yawned nonstop, releasing, releasing, releasing.
Wow. Beautiful, sister. Yeah, the yawning is a big part of tapping. So those that are new to tapping, you might be yawning, burping, crying, hiccuping, farting, all sorts of things start to happen when we're really healing at hyper speed. So thank you for letting those yawns out and for choosing that new way of seeing reality, that you are loved. And it's kind of like a gratitude practice. When we start to see through that lens and look for it, it starts to show up more. So in the same way with a gratitude practice, when you can start saying, oh, well, what am I grateful for? Like, oh, I'm grateful that I have a house to sleep in, or I'm grateful that I have fresh food, or I'm grateful that I have this. And the more we focus on looking for it, the more it shows up in our reality. And I feel it's a beautiful practice with love, to see life loving us and to see the world loving us, and any places where it may not be, our frequency can shift that as well. So thank you for sharing. I think it's a beautiful practice.
Thank you for this gift. It was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, sister. Oh, I receive your heart. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you, my love. Awesome. Okay. Who else have we got here? Rachel?
Hi there. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hi, honey.
Oh my goodness. I jumped in a little late. I didn't want to okay, wow. I got really nervous there really fast. Holy buckets. But I just wanted to say the main thing was wow. Us as women, we have the abilities to help one another. And even though it may look crazy, I know I've seen one lady sitting in her car and I thought, you know, if she's parked somewhere, we got to let go of what people think. You know what I mean? We really got to just do it for us, because that's super important, and never letting that go. Even tomorrow, if we're overwhelmed from our family or kids or pets or work or life, to be able to do some of the things that you taught us today, you know, and to be able to tap in and just really literally tap in. And you're amazing. When I first saw your video, I when you were like the higher self, I was the preview, but you were like your higher self, and you were like, you use this tone of voice, and I like literally just bawled my eyes out. I've been through so much, but at the same time, there's people like you that bring me back to me. And I thank you for that, because like I said, I jumped in a little late. I had to take care of pets and make tea, and I got the text and I jumped right in as soon as I could. And I tell you, it's already changed my day. It's just great to be here with everybody.
Oh, sister.
Sending
Thank you
from
so much.
love to everyone from Minnesota. It's cold. Minnesota. That's why I got my hat on. It's super
beautiful.
cold.
It's cold, but your heart is so warm and lovely.
Oh, I am. I'm sweating. Well, maybe that's nerves too a little, but it's okay.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for hearing the call. Oh,
yes, thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you
Blessings,
too,
everybody.
We're all just wrapping our arms around you right now. Everyone in the group, just like send her a big hug right now.
Hugs are the best. Hugs are the best. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Thank you for showing up, even if it was late. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you for allowing me to. I really appreciate you.
Of course, you're always invited. Beautiful. Awesome.
Got me doing a pouty lip and everything, like, I feel the love. Oh, that's great.
We'll see you in the next one then. Thank you, Rachel.
Absolutely. Thank
Bye,
you.
honey. All right. Who else have we got? Shelly. Hi, Shelly. Do you want to jump up?
Sure.
Hi,
Can you
sister.
hear me? Hi.
Yes.
I had a lot of abuse at an early age, at the age of 7, like physical abuse, sexual abuse, mental, emotional. So I finally felt safe. I haven't felt safe for a long time. I've always had trust issues with men, a lot of insecurity, self-doubt, a lot of self-sabotage, addictions to escape the physical, mental, emotional pain. I felt a huge release. I felt like my back crack in certain spots of my body. I felt like so much tears come out of me that probably just been built up for so many years that I've been just trying to like be strong, don't let it out. And when you let it out, just to let it out in your own 4 corners or your room by yourself. So during my moment tapping with it, I just felt like a waterfall of tears, and they're finally starting to go back, but I just felt like such a release. I feel like I felt tired, like exhausted from carrying all that hurt, like on my back, on my chest. My chest feels so relieved. I haven't felt a relief like that probably since before I got abused. And being abused at a young age is just, I feel like it's wrecked so many opportunities and chances in my life to excel. It's ravaged my confidence. Makes me have doubt in my relationship, like wondering if I'm good enough, feel insecure. And for once, I felt like those things can be restored and I can be healed and move forward.
Oh, beautiful, sister.
I can't thank you enough. And I watched the first video and I just kind of got hooked, and I look forward to more release because they probably have more trapped inside, but probably a good thing to do daily to release that pain, right? Because I'm now 44 and I've been carrying around so much, and I have 4 daughters, and the first time I got pregnant with my twins, I was scared that they were going to be girls, and when I found out they were girls, my worst fear is my daughters being sexually abused or raped. And they're going to be 22 on the leap year, and they're thriving, they're doing great.
Oh,
and,
yay.
it makes me happy because, you know, one of my fears were having girls and them having the same experience or something similar. So I'm grateful that they've made it this long without somebody stealing their virginity, because that's, as a mom, and that happening to me, that was always my worst fear. So I'm grateful that I've been able to still give my kids a good life despite my emotional, physical, mental trauma.
Oh, sister.
Able to suppress that and release it feels so good. I finally feel like some of the things I've been trying to work on by myself are able to maybe have more success now.
Oh, beautiful, my love. Wow, 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 wow. What an opening. And thank you for allowing yourself to feel the safety in this community and to feel all of our love surrounding you. And we are here for you each step of the way. This is a beautiful, safe container for you, and we're really happy to provide it and share it with you. And thank you for really opening up and sharing your vulnerability with us too. And we just support you. If everyone could just hold your hands up to her right now and just send some healing love. We love you. We love you. We love you. Blessings, my sister.
Thanks.
Oh,
My chest
thank
doesn't
you.
feel heavy anymore. My throat, I felt like all my emotions and my just like trapped in my throat, like somebody was strangling me and just like sitting on my chest, like I can't have no relief. And I just feel like just like a huge gasp of fresh air, like standing in the mountains, just got really breathed into me. Like,
Oh,
lots of love.
beautiful. Yeah, more to come, more light and more breath to come. Bless you, my sister. Thank you. Oh, yay. Okay, I know that Hummingbird kept putting her hand up, and I know one of my angels in the background was like, we've only got 3 spots. So Hummingbird, if you want to come up and share, she's an active member in the community as well. And thank you, Shelley, for your share. So potent and beautiful. So Hummingbird, if you want to raise your hand again, we can bring you back onto the screen if you want to share with us today. We'd love to hear. Okay. Here she comes. Hi, sister.
Hi, thank you. Sorry, we didn't realize that was what was going on. We thought it was like a Zoom glitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just before we start, we're transgender and use plural pronouns to talk about ourselves. So when we use the word we, we're talking about one person who's talking right now. So this, yeah, we joined a little late, but actually we managed to really go deep with something, and what came up for us was we constantly have to battle for respect all the time on a daily basis. And we were also a very significantly, very heavily, very severely abused child. And it stems from, we realized during this tap, and we've been noticing it during the last couple of times that we've tapped, that where we're having these like scenarios and situations that we continuously keep running into that are just driving us bonkers all the time, is that underneath that there's this belief that's come from our childhood that is basically like blocking. So that we uncovered today that we have this belief that we don't deserve respect and that we're never going to get it and that we should just give up, and it's just, and we are just so amazed that, first of all, that that's never come up before and that we didn't realize it, but also how through the tappings that we're doing, like this seems to be a consistent theme that comes up. It might not be respect all the time, might be something else, but we know what we're striving for and we're like trying to get it all the time in our life, but we're just not getting it. And then deep down there's this thing where we just believe that we can't have it and we don't deserve it, and it's so deeply ingrained. So we're just really grateful for bringing that out today, and it's so relevant to what's going on in our life right now. And we're hopefully just moving right now into an apartment where we can get respected, for example.
Nice, good.
Yeah, just really noticing that consistent theme that keeps coming up in our taps.
Oh, wow, beautiful. Celebrating that, and really celebrating, really knowing your own worth as well, and bringing that into all that you are, and continuing to know your worth, and to do any work that you've done that's made you experience it, that you're not worthy, and to bring the love there and to bring the respect there, and watch that shift in what shows up in your world as well. And I see you, and I see so much growth that you're all going through, and it's really beautiful to witness. And thank you for being so courageous. Thank you for also sharing such a diverse way of being as well. And I know a lot of people don't understand, and I know probably sometimes it's frustrating because people might view you as different, but you're showing a new way. And sometimes we all need education around it as well. And some people we're all ignorant in some way, and having that patience, I'm sure, is something that you get to practice as well. So thank you for showing us. Thank you for revealing your heart, my love, and for always being so vulnerable and honest about your experience, and just courageous in your growth and your evolution. I'm watching you. It's so powerful to witness. You really are a leader in this transformation movement. I just love you so much, and thank you for sharing. Just blessings to you. You are so worthy, 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 worthy of all of your dreams, of all of the love, of all of the gifts and blessings of the universe. So just sending you big love, my love. Yay, awesome. Okay, my love. So this is the closing of our session today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being on this journey with us. Thank you for taking time after this exercise to write down your discoveries, to journal, to integrate. You'll be getting a PDF tomorrow, the first one I showed up, which is all about safety, all about bringing safety into your relationships, into helping people and helping clients. And we do these twice a week. So I look forward to seeing you all. Tell your friends, tell your family, bring everyone along. And we'll continue to expand this mission, which is to spread love on the planet. I love you all, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.